Hey friends, welcome. Have you ever noticed how something small, like a nagging thought or a tiny inconvenience, can snowball into something that feels overwhelming? Maybe it's a mistake you made, a task left undone, or an argument that replays endlessly in your mind. Sometimes what weighs us down isn't the size of the problem itself, but how long we've been holding on to it. Today, I want to share a story that offers a simple but powerful lesson on stress, perspective, and the freedom that comes from learning to let go. You ready? Every beautiful story starts once upon a time. A psychology professor stood before her class, ready to teach a lesson on managing stress. Holding up a glass of water, she asked a question her students didn't expect. How heavy is this glass of water? The students eagerly shouted out their guesses. 8 ounces, one said. 12 ounces, another called out. Maybe a pound, said a third. The professor smiled at their enthusiasm, but instead of confirming any answer, she replied with an insight that would stay with her students long after that day. The absolute weight of this glass doesn't matter, she said. What matters is how long I hold it. If I hold it for just a moment, it feels light, like it weighs almost nothing. If I hold it for an hour, my arm will start to ache. If I hold it all day, my arm will cramp up and go numb, and I'll eventually have to drop it. The weight of the glass doesn't change, but the longer I hold on to it, the heavier it feels. The students began to nod, realizing this wasn't just about the glass of water. The professor went on. Your stresses and worries are like this glass of water. If you think about them briefly and set them aside, they're manageable. If you dwell on them for a while, they start to weigh on you. And if you carry them with you all day, replaying them in your mind, clutching them tightly, they'll leave you feeling overwhelmed and exhausted. You might even feel paralyzed, unable to focus on anything else. That's why it's so important to learn when to set the glass down. It's beautiful, isn't it? Now, let's take a moment to reflect on this. We all carry glasses of water in our lives, don't we? Some might be small, like the stress of running late or worrying about a deadline. Others might be larger, a strained relationship, financial challenges, or self-doubt that lingers far longer than it should. The problem isn't the glass itself. Stress is a natural part of life. And sometimes we need to carry those burdens to get through the day. Understood. The real challenge is recognizing when we're holding on to them longer than we need to, and when it's time to let them go. So, how can we begin to do that? Well, first, recognize the glass. Be honest with yourself about what you're holding on to. Is it a worry, a regret, or something you can't control? Identifying it is the first step to letting it go. Take breaks. Just like holding a physical weight, you can't carry stress indefinitely without rest. Build small moments of recovery into your day. Take a walk, breathe deeply, write in a journal, or talk to someone you trust. Even a few minutes of release can lighten your load. Let go intentionally. At the end of the day, make it a practice to put down your glass. Ask yourself, does worrying about this help me solve it? If the answer is no, remind yourself it's okay to let go for now. You can always pick it back up when you're stronger and more equipped to deal with it. So, life will always hand us glasses of water to hold. Big and small, light and heavy. But here's the beautiful truth. We don't have to carry them with us forever. The longer we hold on, the heavier they feel. Not because they've grown, but because we've grown tired. So today I want to encourage you to pause and ask yourself, what glass am I still holding on to? Is it yesterday's mistake, today's stress, or tomorrow's unknown? And more importantly, is it time to set it down? You know, when you let go, you're not giving up. You're making space. Space for peace, for joy, for clarity, and for the things that truly matter. So when life feels overwhelming, remember this. You have the power to decide how long you hold the glass. And when you're ready, you can set it down and move forward, lighter and freer than before. Today, may you find strength to let go of what weighs you down. And may you wake tomorrow with open hands, ready to embrace the possibilities of a brand new day. Thank you for joining me today, my friends. If anybody's worth it, you are. I believe in you, and you deserve to have less stress in your life. Make a decision today to set the glass down, relax, breathe, take some time for you. Remember, saying yes to you is okay. I'll be back tomorrow with something great we can discuss. As always, this time we spend together is my favorite time. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.